The fear of death is an ego problem. It is the refusal to accept that you are not the center of the universe, just the center of your own narrative. Fear of the afterlife is just another way the ego tries to cling to permanence. Fire is physical, your body is not eternal, and fear-based stories like hell no longer serve us. These were myths of ancient people who lacked the information we now have, and yet they still imagine, still dared to create stories to make sense of the end. That was noble, and we must do the same. The myths we inherit must evolve. The afterlife is not about judgment or punishment. It's about transition. Maybe the self dissolves. Maybe consciousness returns to its source. Maybe there is something. Maybe there's not. But this much is true. You are the meaning maker. You gave meaning to the afterlife. You gave meaning to God. And you must decide what the end means for you. When the body falls away, when the self has no more access to the environment, what remains? We don't know. And we don't have to. But what we can do is stop pretending that fear belongs at the center of the unknown. Let the myths of tomorrow speak to courage, not shame, wonder, not fear, evolution, not control, because the afterlife is not a place you go. It is the final invitation to return to what you've always been, a fragment of infinity, a sliver of the unknowable, heading home. So maybe the question is no longer what happens after I die. Maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe the better question is, will I be happy with how I lived? Or maybe it's not a question at all. Maybe it's a goal. Maybe it's a vow. When I die, I want to be able to say I was satisfied with what did happen. I may not know what comes next, but I know what I chose to become. I know what I stood for. I know who I loved. I know what I tried to create. I know how I evolved, and that's enough. Let the afterlife remain unknown. Let it be sacred, but let the life before it be full, and let it be yours. Truth. Truth is not what you believe. Truth is not what your parents taught you. Truth is not your tradition, your constitution, or your religion. Truth is not sacred. It's raw. And if you are not ready to bleed, you are not ready for it. We pretend that truth is stable, that it is objective, that is something that we can stand on, but truth has never been that. Truth has always been an evolving relationship between reality and perception, between what we know and what we think we know. The Greek gods were once true. Then they became mythology. One day, Jesus will be mythology. One day, America will be mythology. That's not blasphemy. That's history. Everything we cling to today is just a best estimate built by limited people with limited knowledge doing the best that they could at the time. And that's all we're doing now. The scientific method, a best guess. Your worldview, a best guess. The very foundation of your belief system, a best guess. The most honest thing you can say about truth is this. This is what I believe right now, based upon what I know right now, and I am willing to test it. That's why truth should never be inherited. It must be earned. It must be wrestled with. That's what makes the Overman dangerous. He does not inherit truth. He builds it. He tests it. He deconstructs it. And when it no longer holds up, he burns it. Not because he hates the truth, but because he honors it too much to lie about it.